Uh,
What?
Yeah, Mr. Pranav.
No.
Pranav Goyal.
yes, sir.
Pranav Goyal. Your interview is going to be on which date?
Sir, it is on 27th,
In which place?
Lucknow.
Very good. Can you please tell us about yourself?
So my name is Pranav Goyal. I am native to Meerut. I completed my graduation in commerce stream from CCH University in 2019. After completing my graduation, I joined Life Insurance Corporation as assistant. I worked there for 10 months. After that, I got selected in Punjab National Bank as management trainee, and I am working there since December 2020. Right now, I am posted at branch office, Mamana. I am looking after the routine banking of the branch. Also, I am the digital ambassador of my branch. I am looking
Excellent.
forward to work in Sidbi for better career growth and better opportunity.
Good. You said you are a digital ambassador. Can you elaborate your specific job role as a digital ambassador?
So basically, in every branch, we have been assigned a digital ambassador, and what we have to do is, right now, Punjab National Bank is giving a high emphasis on the digitalization of our bank products. Our PNB1 has been on a revamp for the last 1 years. We have started giving all the services under one roof, under one app. At the same time, our lending has also gone digital. Recently, our PNB was the first public sector bank to launch online PAPL, pre-approved personal loan. At the same time, right now, eMudra has also been launched. So up to 1 lakh loan can be given to small and medium enterprises, micro and small enterprises without any paperwork.
Good. Excellent. Now, what is the business position of your branch now?
Sir, it is around 300 crore.
300 crore. Arey bhai. How much deposits, how much advances?
Sir, it is 257 crore deposit and 45 crore advances are there.
Acha. 257 crore deposits means mostly non-resident or what?
Sir, resident, mostly resident.
Resident. Acha, acha. Good. And regarding advances, which type of advances are major?
Sir, agriculture advances are major here. Some retail and MSMEs are also there.
Acha. Can you tell a few points about Kisan credit card?
Yes, sir. Kisan credit card is a scheme from government for financing of agriculture and allied services in India. The best part about Kisan credit card is the interest subvention that the customers get if on the timely payment of the interest amount.
Good.
So the interest subsidy of 5% is being given on the interest on KCC.
Very good. Now, can you tell me the norms adopted for deciding the limit of the for KCC?
So it is based on the crop type. Like in our belt, it is basically sugarcane belt. So it is mostly given on the according to the price of sugarcane and on the available land, of how much hectare land is being available to the customer, and that is decided on basis of that.
No, you are not able to explain correctly. See, the limit is fixed based on the land holding and the scale of finance fixed for that crop. I hope, did you have experience in KCC? No.
So I don't have experience.
That is the
I'm
reason.
all
That
yes,
is
I am
the,
in routine banking.
yeah, that is why you are not able to tell it correctly. You see what happens here, they take into account whether you are, irrespective of whether you are owner or tenant, what is the land holding you are having, and what is the crop you are going to bring, and what is the scale of finance for that crop in your district, and maximum up to 1.6 lakh is given without security, and up to 3 lakhs it is given with security. Interest subvention is only up to 3 lakhs. Yeah, these points you have to tell nicely. Then tell me, that means you don't have exposure to MSME also, correct?
Not a little bit exposure I have, sir. Not a very high exposure.
Oh, so what did
And
you know?
that is I'm worrying about, like, because I'm in bank and they will be asking these questions.
Yeah, MSME means what is definition of MSME?
Micro, small, and medium enterprises are basically uh, small scale enterprises which have been defined by the investment limit as well as the turnover limit in a business. So for micro enterprises, the investment limit is 1 crore rupees in plant and machinery, and the turnover is 5 crore rupees. For micro small enterprises, the investment limit is 5 crore rupees and the turnover limit is up to 50 crore rupees. And for medium enterprises, the investment limit is 10 crore rupees and the turnover is 250 crore rupees.
Correct.
And government is basically focusing on the improvement of MSMEs by giving by providing various schemes and interest subventions and all to the for the betterment of MSME sector.
Can you tell me the importance of MSME in our nation's economy?
So basically, MSME is one of the largest employer in our country. At the same time, MSME sector is contributing somewhere around 30% to the GDP of the country. So by this, we can see the how much important the MSME is for our country. At the same time, there is a huge potential for growth in MSME sector.
So can you tell me what are the problems MSME are facing?
So basically, MSME is not well organized. There have been initiatives like Udyami Mitra, Udyam Portal that has been helping MSMEs to get organized. At the same time, the credit flow for MSMEs and the handholding support for MSME has not been there in the earlier times, but now they have been given support, so they are coming back on track.
Now, what are the problems they face? You can also tell like this. Number one, the lack of credit, which is now being taken care of by Mudra schemes. Then competition from large enterprises. Then limited technological capabilities. Then infrastructure bottlenecks. Then regulatory compliance with various regulations and rules regarding environment and labor laws is often a significant burden for MSMEs. This leads to additional costs and legal complexities and operational challenges. Then skilled manpower shortage. MSMEs often struggle to find skilled workers. Then inadequate marketing support. Many MSMEs lack the resources to effectively market. This one is what our chat GPT has given me now. I am giving it in our Telegram page. You can see that one. I will send the Telegram link also to you. Okay. Yeah. 1 minute. See, actually, one more point these people have omitted is that the delayed payment being made to MSMEs by large enterprises is another thing, for which government recently brought some measure that I think it is given in Sidbi website itself. Na? Yeah. In
Yes, sir.
Sidbi
That platform has been
yeah,
launched recently.
yeah, something is given here. What is that? TREDS. I am showing it to you. I am showing it to you. This point you must be able to tell. RBI proposes to expand TREDS to improve cash flows for MSMEs. The
Sir, I
Reserve
read
Bank,
about it.
you know about it?
Yes, sir. I have said something about
थोड़ा
it.
इसको और एक बार पढ़ के मन में रख लीजिए. This point also you can tell if they ask what are the problems MSMEs are facing. Good, very good. Can you please tell me about any two schemes of our Sidbi?
Sir, first scheme is Mudra scheme,
Mm,
where the MSMEs, small and medium enterprises,
mm,
sorry, where micro and small enterprises are given collateral-free loans,
mm,
and these are covered under CGTMSC coverage
mm,
up
mm,
to 10 lakh. The loan is given up to 10 lakh rupees for collateral-free.
mm,
Uh, and other than that, in this we have three categories: Shishu, Kishore, and Tarun. In Shishu scheme, we give loans up to 50,000 rupees. In Kishore, from 50,000 rupees to 5 lakh rupees, loan is given. And in Tarun, we are given loans from above 5 lakh rupees to 10 lakh rupees.
mm,
Apart from this, sir, I don't know any other scheme.
because in the Sidbi scheme, if you go, Sidbi website, you can see so many new schemes they are telling, like Express to Saath, Arjana, Star, Tulip, Speed Plus. You have perhaps you have not studied this. I'm not sure. Then next one, structural interview. Here nothing is required. Here, this also nothing. So those schemes you can tell. Then there is one Stapan, Arise. They are all very famous ones. About that you can speak about them. Correct?
Urban scheme.
Yeah. Good. Now, can you please tell me something about NPS? In your branch, do you have NPS? How much is there? And apart from that, definition of NPA. Tell me.
Sir, in our branch, we are having somewhere around 3 crore NPA.
30 crore.
3 crore, sir.
3 crore. Acha, acha, ठीक है.
Yes, sir.
And
Sir, NPA.
what is NPA?
So NPAs are those assets of the bank which are not giving income to the bank. So basically, if we talk about term loan, if the interest is not paid for 90 days, the asset is gets classified as NPA account. Same in the category of ODs. If the interest is not served for 90 days, the account turns NPA.
Okay. Now, okay, can you tell me the classification of NPS? Hello.
Yes, sir.
What is the classification of NPA? Perhaps you may not know because you have not worked. Have you studied JIB? No.
Yes, sir. I have studied GIB.
You have passed?
Yes, sir. I've cleared
Oh,
GIB and CIB.
both. Then you must answer me everything correctly. Please tell me what is the classification of sub NPS and how provisioning is made. You must tell me about substandard, doubtful assets, then loss assets, then about provision, say 15%, 25%, whatever it is. ये सब देख ये सब पढ़ना है, पढ़ के करेक्टली बताना है. आप पढ़ लीजिए, आपका बैंक में जाके पढ़ लीजिए, आपको ठीक हो जाएगा. ठीक है? So you must know, because you are not ordinary person, you have passed CA, IIB also. Please tell me what is debt service coverage ratio.
So debt service coverage ratio is a measure of the profitability of the business. It is the ratio basically is calculated by dividing profit the profit of the company divided by the interest that the company has to pay for 1 year. That shows the the solvency position of the business, that if the business can pay its debt on time, and how much the profit is covering the interest coverage.
Good. You told portion of it was correct, but one portion you said about profitability, that is wrong. Normally, debt service coverage ratio is a measure of the cash flow available to pay current debt obligations. समझ गया?
Short-term solvency
Yeah, every year में कितना excess पैसा होता है and कितना payment देना पड़ता है, whether it can meet that, that is what is tested in debt service coverage ratio. Good. Can you tell me what is debt equity ratio?
So this debt equity ratio basically is a solvency ratio that shows the uh, solvency position of the company. So it is basically shows the distribution between the debt and equity of the company, and it shows how much equity is available for the to the company in case the company goes insolvent, to pay the debt of the borrowers.
What is the formula?
It is outside borrowings divided by the shareholdings of the company.
Excellent. What is a good debt equity ratio?
So 1:2, one is the good debt equity ratio. Anything above that is not favorable.
No. I am asking debt equity ratio. Which ratio is good?
I didn't understand the question, sir.
Mm, 1:2 debt equity ratio is good. With a debt to equity of 1.2, investing is less risky. Long-term debt divided by 1.2 debt equity ratio. What if a debt equity ratio is more than 1? A ratio greater than 1 implies that the majority of the assets are funded through debt. A ratio of less than 1 implies that the assets are financed mainly through equity. A lower debt to equity ratio means the company primarily relies on wholly owned funds. So, what the question is, which ratio, what is good debt equity ratio? Here it says
lower debt equity ratio is better for the company.
No. Low debt equity ratio is not good. If it is low, then what happens? You are relying too much on your own funds. Although a debt to equity ratio of around 2 to 2.5 is generally considered good. If the debt is 200, the owned fund is 100, fine. Do you follow? So that's what I suggest you go through Google and try to get some ideas regarding this ratio analysis also. Tell me, what is the advantage of ratio analysis?
So basically, ratio analysis is important to know the financial health of the company. Like profitability ratios shows the the profitability position of the company in future, how much profit it can earn. Similarly, the liquidity ratios shows the short-term liquidity of the company to meet its current working capital. Then we have solvency ratio that shows the long-term solvency position of the companies, that if the company can sustain in a long term and grow its business.
Good. Excellent. Not bad. Now tell me, what are your strengths?
So one of my greatest strength is I am patient. And at the same time, I am hardworking and sincere. I work with full admiration, and I am a team player. I always adapt myself to the need of my team, giving my best. to achieve the goals of our bank and our branch.
Good. Excellent. Pranav, your number is 90451.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's right. Then, who is your role model?
So my father is my role model. I have seen him from my childhood, and uh, he has played a role of my mother and father both, and he has taken care of us while dealing with financial difficulties. And still now, he is one of the greatest support system for me. Uh, so he is my role model.
What is the work he was doing?
He was businessman. Currently, after COVID, uh, and after COVID, due to ill health, he has stopped working.
It's okay. Fine, fine. You are now living in which area?
Sir, Meerut.
Meerut. Yeah. Meerut is known for what?
So, Meerut have, if we talk about industry-wise, Meerut has the biggest, one of the biggest sports market.
Sports market. Acha, acha.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Famous. I mean, lot of sports goods are being manufactured in
Yes,
sports.
sir. Yes, sir. International players and national players also have come to Meerut to get bets.
Excellent.
Yes.
Good. Then what is the tourist places in Meerut?
So we have one of the temple, Bernard Mandir. It is one of the very good temple at Meerut. Then we have Shishiwala Gurdwara, and this is a holy place for Sikhs. It is there in Meerut.
Hmm.
Apart from this, recently a sports university has been inaugurated near Meerut, so that is also under construction.
Good. Thank you. Any other questions you have in your mind? Any doubts? You are answering well. You have not answered any major question wrongly, excepting under NPA, you were not able to answer properly. And also under KCC, you could not answer properly. So if possible, you try to get to know about them and also try to know more about Mudra loans and also about MSME loans and the specific loans of our Sidbi. From that angle also, thoda और एक बार ज़्यादा पढ़ लीजिए. That will help you answer the interview questions very well. Otherwise, you are doing nicely. But I don't know why you have come to me in the last minute. What happened? You were not aware of my channel before this date?
Yes, I was not aware that one of my friend told me.
Acha, acha, I'm sorry. Oh, it is okay. Otherwise, I'm happy you came here and mostly you'll be selected. Say roughly 80% you'll be selected, but depends on the questions they are going to ask you. And because your confidence level is very nice.
I am right now very much down in my confidence. I am thinking like I am not speaking well or something like that. Maybe I
Yeah,
will not be
yeah,
able to
yeah,
speak
yeah,
here as
yeah.
well.
One minute. I'm switching off the